The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Wilson on the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Murray's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man here is Benson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd. Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run here with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Wilson. That swung out wide to Harris. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Murray now. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Murray. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. Harris running straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, here's Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Murray. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
22 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Well, one of the linebackers is getting. Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. It's Wilson. That went down the field for Freiermuth. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray now to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And now here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 49-yard line.
It's brought in by Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson wants to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Steelers.
To throw is Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Wilson. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
Wilson.
1-yard line.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Meanwhile, Murray, Davis fighting. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. He's into space past the 25. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive